So, guten Morgen. Guten Morgen in Deutschland. Das spiele ich schon direkt. Mit so einem Spiel wie Guides. Wir den Advance nicht verschieben müssen. Ja, das ist ganz gesund. Aber das ist egal. So, ich schreibe direkt an die, dass ich soweit bin. Und dann können wir starten. Ja, wir spielen Standardfarben. Alle Reimspiele in ganz weiß. Das sind frühe Spiele.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Ich habe neuen Giga.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather.
Ja, bei dem ist fast auf Bulle. In der Minute werden wir nicht drauf. Ganz drauf. Das ist natürlich eine klare Sache. Klar. Beste für das erste Play, natürlich beste fürs.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Clifford.
Und auch gute Leute müssen etwas mehr aufpassen.
The end result, 21 yards.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Looking to throw.
Oh. Wieder aus der Mitte selber weggelaufen. Muss mehr auf Running Back auch aufpassen.
15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Jetzt haben wir keinen Zugriff auf diese Offense. 0,0.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
Und nächster First Down.
Down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Let's go now. Here's Clifford. Screenplay set up for Williams.
Weiterpassen ist jetzt definitiv gewandt.
Screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Jarquez.
Nächste wunderbare Lauf, der auch ein First Down endet.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down
Kein
Broadway on that
Zug.
run.
Null.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
Unsere Timeout an der
He's
1.
gonna pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now a toss left side. It's Williams.
Williams geht außerhalb. Außenrum in die Zone. Kein Defensivenzug. 0,0.
And the Rams are on the board here first in the season opener.
0,0.
Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of.
Die Minuten von so genommen. Ein Defensivenzug. 0. Nicht mal ein dritter Down.
Extra point right down the middle.
Meinte kam sehr, sehr gut raus.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Wir dürfen von der 35
And
anfangen.
this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Here we go. 10 plus. Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Ach ja, zum Lauf.
One tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Off the play fake.
Und da werfe ich direkt ein Team. Das ist Katastrophe. Der Bild hat sich nicht gelöst. Null. Das war ein Wiederholung. Wow. Wow. Die verschenken den Ball.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
Erster positiver Play für die Defense. Erstes positives Play für die Defense. Erstes.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 12.
Ready? 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Clifford will throw it here.
Muss bis zum Titan kommt, könnte ich aber nicht beweisen.
And they're going to face a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Here we go! Cut my team! Cut!
Clifford to throw.
4. und 1 und der macht der Ausspiel.
But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. brought down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he missed it. It's no good.
Aus dem Pick
And this will
keine
remain a
Konsequenzen.
touchdown game.
Das ist
Trying to
positiv.
build on
Das
that
ist wirklich
opening
positiv.
drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here.
Aber ich soll nur
Nothing
anfangen,
to
bis ich
show
schauen. Das
from
ist
drive number
Katastrophe.
2.
Wir starten die
Packer
Season mit
offense
dem
ready to get their next drive
Interception.
underway. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And good vision.
First
there as
down,
it crosses
Guzman.
the field and down to the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Brauchen aber einen Pass.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific
Damit
offseason.
wir wissen, dass wir auch passen können. Weil die ganze Zeit nur laufen können.
Show that he's right.
On the ready. Green Jack. Ready. 33. Yellow. Ready.
Now Love.
Oh mein Gott, was mache ich denn? Ich versuche mit Knöpfen.
Struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Ich versuche auf Kreis zu werfen und mache so einen Scheiß. Meine Fresse, Alter. Ich weiß nicht, was ich mache. Es ist zu früh anscheinend.
This is where long-term
Das ist
starters in the
Katastrophe.
NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early
Katastrophe,
mistakes.
es ist Katastrophe stark. Richtige Katastrophe stark.
A characteristic
So
every
darfst du
NFL
nicht
team's
starten.
looking
So
for
darfst
in
du
a
nicht, das ist
quarterback.
nicht starten. 2 Picks.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, Clifford. Man open, that's Debo
Ich
Samuel.
mir hätte gedacht, wenn ich rausspiele.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was
Katastrophe.
fighting like he
Der
really
ist
wanted to
jetzt
have
wurde es
that
mehr oder weniger wach.
reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27
Und der
yards
33, jetzt müssen wir aber wach werden, so langsam. Ohne Witz.
Football here, 1st down and 10.
Katastrophe stark. 2 Picks. Unglaublich. Unglaublich. Unglaublich.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Right.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be
Ich darf glauben,
whatever
ich
it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game
weiß
in
nicht, was ich
jeopardy.
mache. Ohne Witz, ich habe keine Ahnung,
They
was ich mache.
scored
Es
to
ist
get
Katastrophe
7
gerade.
out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Ich kann mir das nicht
You know what I like
erklären.
about that play? He didn't try to
Sonst
do
zwei
too
Picks
much on
werfen.
1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards.
Der Ball wird runtergeschlagen.
A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on
I
it.
think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
50. Green. Smash. Red. Ready.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target.
Ich mühe ihn. First down. Meine Güte.
Packers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the 1st down.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Lloyd. And they're going to get
Ach,
this
schön,
down
Leute.
to about the 37. The catch and run, good for 18 and a
Oh,
first down.
muss.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover...
Der nächste neue First Down beenden erste Quarter, der zu vergessen war. Einfach nur Albtraum. Einfach nur ein Albtraum.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Einfach nur ein Albtraum.
Here we go, set. 60, ready.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Und Minus Yards direkt hinterher.
And he powers
So
through the
long.
first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Set, ready.
To throw now, here's Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft.
5 und 3.
They get 11 back on that one, it leads to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing communication.
Lage.
They drop him for a loss, but
Dilger
penalty
Kontakt.
are on the field.
Ja,
Let's
mit
see
dem User.
about the call.
So wie ich
That
davor.
flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their
Gott sei
own
Dank,
fault
die Flagge
because
hat
to
uns
me, that
gerettet.
was an avoidable call.
Illegal Kontakt
Stay
hat uns
focused
gerettet.
and avoid major mistakes like that.
Ready.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Snow. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Nächstes paar Yards könnten wir noch retten auf diesem Play. Auf Marschen Gold.
All that for a 2-yard gain.
Und Jordan
2nd
Love.
down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you
Ist
get the
verletzt.
quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2nd down
Das
and 8.
Snow ist auf dem Feld.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around.
Ramirez, erster Touchdown, ist der Lauf-Touchdown.
Touchdown, Green Bay. A 12-yard touchdown.
John Love ist verletzt.
And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield,
Gut.
we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Bis 21 kann er getan.
Just past the 20-yard line.
On the set.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Connect.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
What the fuck ist das denn, Alter?
He's got room to run. And all the way down to
3555 Betten gebrochen.
a big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
Well, it worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
60 by 6. Check up.
Now Williams running left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
2nd and 9. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Nice, Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And Clifford to throw it. That went out wide,
Oh, der Buller pickt.
and the Packers are going to have it here.
Und wir wollen uns nicht bei. An eigener
That
15.
draws the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the
Ich weiß
first
nicht,
one,
ob
but
Lach
didn't it
jetzt noch
feel
im
like
Feld
what
ist.
we saw from him last year?
Ich weiß nicht, ob ich
Plagued by
spiele.
this type
Das
of
Lach
play.
auf dem
And
Feld
it
ist.
thought
Lach
that,
ist wieder auf dem
over
Feld.
the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
They'll start on the ground here.
Das war, glaube ich, Fehler, in den zu gehen.
The 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
That's a really nice
Ich muss
tough run
gucken, wie
inside,
es
and he
Lach
gained
überhaupt
5
ist.
yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They run the counter. It's Guzman.
Guzman kommt weiter. Ich muss versuchen, einfache Bälle Lach zu geben.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Das muss versuchen, Lach einfache Bälle zu geben und die Play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's ready.
Play action this time with Love.
Überwirft etwas aus dem Lauf. Okay.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
First down mit dem Fullback.
Down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a 1st down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Blue 30.
3 Yards in diesem Lauf.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Set, ready, set.
Love now.
Ramirez heute nur etwas down. Viel auf Ramirez im Moment.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go, set. Black, cut, cut.
Love.
Oh, das habe ich verzogen. Ich hätte auch auf die wirken müssen eigentlich.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Down. Yellow, 22. Ready.
Love looking to throw it.
Ah, jetzt warte auf meine Dienst nicht, auf meine Kuppel.
Staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Müssen wir dritt und 8. Jetzt sind wir in
This is
die
all about diagnosis as a safety and being
Beats game.
decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
2-minute warning.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Ready. 45. Green Jack.
Love from the gun.
Und Love trifft den Jaden Reed nicht.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
60 Yards gegangen. Mit einem Rookie.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
Ne, wir gehen. Wir panten das. Gehen die 5 Yards nach hinten und panten das.
And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. That flag, that'll push him back 5. On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
Schöner Punt, er hat mit 3.
They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look
Micah Parsons.
and they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did.
Sehr starker Decker, komplettes Chip. Ich habe gemerkt, dass die Zone auf 10 genommen sind.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
So viel Bewegung.
Flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Gary hat aufgepasst. 4. und 9. Hier können wir versuchen zu blocken.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Der wurde geblockt.
And that's truly the way to change field position, isn't it? Block the punt and then take over inside the 5-yard line. What a tremendous job by them. You change momentum, you change field position, and give yourself a chance to score.
Run-Block hat funktioniert. Oh, jetzt здорово, блядь. Сколько с ним, блядь.
It's 1st and goal.
Blue 32. Hut.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Und minus Yards, блядь.
Taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Oh mein Gott, ich hatte Angst bekommen.
And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defense
Das war
is
so
counting
schlecht
on.
gerade.
Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Love.
Und Love hat nichts zu werfen. Wir wollen nicht aus dieser wunderbaren Feldposition, sondern minus 5 Yards. Katastrophe.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Das ist jetzt schon ein Spiel, beziehungsweise Halbzeit zum Vergessen. So brauchen wir gar nicht in die Season zu gehen.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Geht es gut?
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Halbzeit zum Vergessen.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this league could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Here we go. Start.
Love ist jetzt komplett out.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Guzman. Now inside the 25.
Also ich bin der Touchdown für
He's gonna take it in.
Guzman.
Touchdown, Packers.
Ja. Love raus anscheinend. Vor der Halbzeit Reckenprellung, nachdem der 2 Picks geworfen hat. Ich bin komplett nicht auf der Höhe. Und ja, mit dem Rookie. Und beim letzten Play in erster Halbzeit, im 2. Quarter, wurde der gesackt. Ich glaube, da ist etwas mehr kaputt gegangen. Jetzt der komplett raus. Aber ich schaue gleich nach. Ich habe gestartet mit 2 Picks. Direkt in den ersten 2 Drives. Okay, das ist zu schwach. Oh mein Gott. Ja, aber die Regeln halt und so, ne? Die Regeln halt und so. Anscheinend -2 nur Speed. Aber ich hol den komplett raus. Das macht keinen Sinn. Du hast nicht gegen einen gespielt. Bestimmt, ich weiß nicht, gegen wen du gespielt hast, aber es ist so ein katastrophaler Start, hatte ich glaube ich schon Ewigkeit seit Super Bowl gegen Kürschat nicht. Und da waren da 3.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now...
Ja, gegen Cent spiele ich immer beschissen. Ich bin immer scheiße. Scheiße. Das ist Katastrophe. Ja, die hatte deinen Weg gefunden, Alter, meine Fresse.
It's tough time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to
Oh,
Clifford.
falsche konzentriere ich mich. Boah, das war komplett dumm, Richtung Titan zu laufen, weil da stand einer bei denen.
Rams first down. It's a gain of
Oh,
6
Valera,
that time on
Valera.
32. So he turned
Du,
to
warum
a
schlägst du
trusted,
überhaupt nicht?
familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot.
Da blöd und jetzt wieder entscheide ich mich. Was ist das für Tackles, blöd, meine Freunde? Was ist das für Schubserei jetzt hier?
First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Ich wollte kein Männer auswählen.
First downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Pass complete there to McCool.
Einmal in Folge in gleiche Zone geworfen. Clever, wenn ich ja nichts zu mache, warum soll ich woanders zu werfen?
Matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear
Oh mein Gott.
how great it is because it gives you a two-way gun. You can break
Oh
out
mein
where you
Gott,
can.
Alter.
That makes it hard to defend.
Clifford wird bei... Ist das der Clifford oder ist das andere Clifford?
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Here we go.
Clifford. And that is incomplete.
Ich war jetzt in der D-Line anderer. Ich stoppte schon blöd.
Second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Second and 10.
60. Let's go. Ready?
Now it's Clifford.
In Triple Super Coverage, blöd.
First and goal on a pass play that moves him all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there, putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the Jets.
Michael hat aufgepasst, ein Jahr Traumverlust.
This one hit
Rookie aus dem letzten Jahr. Okidoki.
right away. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. They'll fake the Jets.
Gott sei Dank haben die Jungs aufgepasst.
Williams. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Flagge, welche Flagge? Illegal Formation?
He takes it into the end zone.
Offside.
Now there is a flag down.
Ich habe noch nie gesehen, dass die Defense ins Offside springt. Ich glaube noch nie gesehen, die Scheiße.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
Aber bei denen, die sonst bei den Packers und die Flagge kommen.
Down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Ich habe keine Ahnung, wie Snow wirft.
Here we go with the ball in the air.
Keine Ahnung, ob der laufen überhaupt kann. Ich habe überhaupt keine Ahnung, ehrlich gesagt. Ich habe mich nicht vorbereitet, den Week 1 mit dem Backup zu spielen. Sage ich, wie es ist.
Looking to put a drive together.
Come on. 60 by 6. 60 by 6. Ready?
They'll start this
Ja,
drive out.
Mitte dicht.
And space tough to come
Da
back.
war die
So
Mitte
get
dicht.
maybe a yard to the 37.
well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here.
Ja, das ist Rookie-Duell.
Possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Auf Taggerkraft gibt er. Wie ist das geil First Down? Wie schön.
At the 44. That was good for 7 yards. A nice throw right there, and these
Auf
fans
irgendwas
getting
für
their
First
first
Down.
look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and
Okay,
play
stimmt,
to
der
that
wirft
level,
fest, der
and I
hat
think it's
ja...
going to benefit him in the long run.
On third and short,
Alter,
pick it up through the air.
hat fast ein JU da verfällt, Alter, meine Güte.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right in the
Katastrophaler Play.
playoffs. And Deshaun Watson
Kann man
is
sagen, was man will, der war katastrophal.
started from day one. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds
2 Yards. Der Rahmen gedient. Jawollo. 4 und 8.
Taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
3rd and 8.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He
Bei
finds
mir
his
ist bis
man.
jetzt,
Ramirez.
ich glaube, am meisten Bälle bekommen.
As they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
First down, 9419. Guzman.
18 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He finds his man.
Timeout, Injury Timeout, wer? Unsere Center. Meine fucking Fresse, blöd.
Receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this
Was
situation,
habe ich
the
getan?
defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
Ne, wir holen keinen Lauf durch die Mitte.
Bronco 80. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready?
Now a handoff up the middle.
Guzman.
And he'll get it
Guzman,
to
Guzman.
17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Monk, blöd. Lass den Monk gucken.
Drive, in fact, he's eating up a good chunk of
Ah, meine Fresse, habe ich dann auch. Bei mir sonst ein Ding spielen kann. Center, weil Monk ist Blanks. Blanks. Ne, Blanks ist noch schlechter als Monk, blöd. Super. Spielt, ne. Brauche jetzt noch einen guten in die Line, damit er ja, hin und her springen kann.
You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. A very hotly contested game at this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Und ich laufe in den Mann rein, Blatt.
Fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Panther 60.
2nd and 6.
Ja, ich hätte in die Mitte gehen sollen, Mann. Warum mache ich das denn nicht? Ich sehe doch, wohin der muss.
So a nice throw there, and CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience, but right now,
4-1. Aber dann spielen wir.
2 yards
Dann
on the
spielen
pickup
wir.
there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Frage ist wie.
that doesn't get them the
Fullback.
first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Nein, das wird gestoppt.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him?
Gott.
They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
Konservativ vielleicht.
LA offense ready to go for their next drive. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely.
Blöd. Okay, nicht blöd als nichts, aber PPU, Mann, meine Güte.
Past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Oh, ich laufe von da weg, Mann. Oh, Injury Timeout.
And brought down, but not
Keine
before
Ahnung,
they're
wer
able
das
to get it
ist.
up to the 25.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Open man is Samuel, complete.
Der hat sich jetzt bewegt. Leider gibt es nicht die Leben bewegt, blöd.
And it's 2nd down.
Oh.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. Or tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw, Clifford. And that falls to the ground.
Meine Güte, blöd. Meine verdiente Güte, blöd.
Him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Gonna stick to the air here with Clifford. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
70 Rangers, 70.
Here's Clifford. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Katastrophe.
18 Rattler, 18. Here we go, here we go. Ready up.
Clifford will throw it here. Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
Nächster Verletzter. Oder? Ja, das ist Injury Timeout. Super, toll, wunderbar.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. the middle. It's
War ein
Williams.
guter Play von Gary.
He is going to be stopped cold
Landry.
behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
65. Ready, ready.
Clifford to throw.
Gott sei Dank, Alter. Aber dafür wird er gehen.
Excellent coverage there on
Aber dafür wird er gehen.
That was not an easy one to hold on to.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Ready, ready.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Clifford, they're going for it. And it's incomplete.
Bullard hätte den zweiten Pick fangen können, aber nein. Ist in Ordnung. Ist in Ordnung.
They fail here on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got
Gosh, das ist ein bisschen laut.
Because they're still a long way away from yield line time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
2nd and a couple.
Here we go. Set go.
Looking to throw. Snow.
Wunderbare Blocks, Alter. Und das ist der Snow gibt den als erst früher Touchdown als John Love. Wer hätte das gedacht vielleicht? Wer hätte das gedacht?
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are
It's
tied when
good.
you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Meine Fresse, blöd.
Past the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Ins Game als Antwort.
He gets this one to midfield
Hey.
before he's brought down.
Respekt.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
Oh, schöner
By
Pass.
Whittington. And he is tackled inside the 49
Schnell.
point to the 35.
Viel zu schnell.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give them and find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Ja.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Das kann doch, was habe ich verbrochen? Warum du bei mir verletzt die ganze Zeit, Mann? Das ist doch nicht mehr lustig, ey. Ohne Witz.
Step aside in this week 1 contest. Clifford working from the gun. That's taken in left side by Whittington. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal. Hunter going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
Nee, das war nicht.
2 minutes left to play in this football game
Braucht
here
ein Pick.
on EA Sports.
Brauchen Turnover. Turnover.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Oh, ein ganzes Spiel mit dem gleichen Play werde ich einfach so, mit der gleichen Route werde ich vergewaltigt, Alter. Ganzes verficktes Spiel. Selbst dran schuld, dass ich das nicht zu bekomme.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good.
Hätte ich da den Field Goal mitgenommen. Hätte ich da den Field Goal mitgenommen.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here.
Ich wollte einfach auf dem Boden bleiben, nicht nach hinten noch springen will.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely
Ja,
see him take all 3
genau, ich wollte auf dem Boden
defensively,
bleiben,
so
aber
they can't
nein.
just kneel this one
Der
out.
steht
They'll
auf
have
und
to try and
springt.
run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down to make them use up all their timeouts.
Timeout Nummer 1.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 150 left in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Hallo.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Guzman. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Ready up.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Ready. Crack all 80. Ready.
They run the counter. It's Lloyd.
First down, ziemlich ist das Spiel vorbei.
And that should be the one that finishes the script. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school,
Meine
you're taught to
Fresse,
watch
Alter.
film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite
60
direction, huh?
Vices, 60 Vices.
Katastrophe.
The Packers second and goal
Katastrophe.
as they take the knee. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
Martin gepickt,
So for
dass der
Green Bay,
mehr als 5 Wochen
that'll be a
rausgeflogen
happy
ist.
locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Rams,
Sascha hat Love
they
gepickt.
go down to defeat here in the opener.
Ja, das
And they will try to
will
get
ich
back in the
definitiv,
swing of
weil
things
das
next week
waren zu
on the
viele.
road.
Es waren einfach zu viele.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Thanks.
Katastrophe-Spiel. Einfach nur unglaubliche Scheiße war das. Ja, ist mir egal hier. Ist mir scheißegal auf eure Scheißmut. Okay. Okay, man weiß gar nicht, was man mit dem spielen soll. Hail Mary die ganze Zeit. Nach dem Spiel ist keiner verletzt. Gott sei Dank. Gott sei Dank. Nach dem Spiel ist keiner verletzt. So, ich wünsche euch einen schönen Sonntag noch und immer weiter Sachen machen. Man sieht sich in Woche 2 gegen der Harm, irgendwann während der Woche. Abends, ich nehme an, am Dienstag bestimmt. Ja, ich bin raus mit Go.